All right, we got another guy coming in here.
Yo,
Hey,
what's up, man? How you
chill.
doing?
I'm doing awesome, man. Where you hailing from?
I'm in the United States. I'm 28 years old. I'm 5'8". I'm a short king, but hanging in there.
Hey,
I'm married.
5'8". You're tall compared to some of these guys out here.
Yeah, I tell everyone I'm 6'6", but I am 5'8". So even though my personality screams 6'8", But
Mom,
so I have obviously I have all the conspiracies, but I think the main one. I was obsessed with truth, and I was obsessed with science growing up. And science, unfortunately, it just tells you what things are, right?
mm-hmm.
And um, and you find out with the Schrodinger equation, right, the double slit experiment, and several other, conspiracies, or not conspiracies, theories, is that the atom, I guess if you look at an atom, it like behaves differently versus when you don't look at it, right? They have equations where if you don't look at it and you just shoot atoms up against a wall, it makes like several different lines versus when you start looking at the atom, it behaves just like a regular, like normal physics. They even say that classical mechanics, which is the realm that we live in, versus quantum mechanics are two different worlds, right? And they
Mm.
try to combine the two. I know this is high level stuff, but when they try to combine the two, but they can't, right? And gravity, by the way, is just a theory, right? They haven't found the
You know
actual
what's
gravity particle.
you know what's funny about that? I
What?
said that to somebody close to me because they were, like I said, you can't just walk around town talking about, riding a bike to the moon and all this
Yeah,
shit. You can't do it. But they brought it up to me,
yeah,
and then all I said was, well, gravity's just a theory,
yeah,
right? And I go, but we believe that.
yeah. I hate,
Dude,
I hate it.
this person, this person, literally, we're fine, we're cool, like everything's fine. But for like a cool hour or what felt like a day, this person, like literally, it was almost like I attacked their
Oh, they
intelligence.
straight up morph into Agent Smith.
Yeah, I was
They
like,
turn into demons.
dude, I don't know. I was like,
Yeah,
I'm just like, look it up. I don't know.
yeah.
Like,
I,
the,
I, I hate how the science community they're so prejudiced towards if you say God or if you say even magic like voodoo and stuff.
yeah.
They're like, well, you can't measure that, and but they use gravity because it answers most of their questions. By the way, stuff if you just live your life based off the things you can touch, taste, see, and measure, you're gonna miss half reality because there are things I can't even hear. There are colors we can't even imagine. Like cats can hear certain sounds that we can't, right?
Oh, I'm sure.
Um, and but yeah, so the theory is that we live in simulation, and it's a 50-50 chance we live in a simulation, because in the next 200 years, 100 years, we're going to create VR that is undistinguishable from reality, and
Mm.
that if we're going to be able to do that with the next 50, 100, 200 years, that means we've done that like 10,000 times over, in the past 2 or 3 million years, right? So we're able to make that. It's most likely we live in a simulation. Even the Big Bang Theory, they say the Big Bang Theory is 1 out of 400 quadrillion chances. Quadrillion is such an unimaginable number. We can't wrap our minds around it. So that being said, we probably live in a simulation, 50-50 chance, and something like numbers, right? So a lot of people use like religion. I didn't believe in religion. I was an atheist. But
Mm.
you use a thing called process of elimination. They say there's 2,000 different religions. 2,000 of them are weird tribal religions in like Africa and Brazil. They don't really count. There's really realistically only five: Hinduism, Buddhism, Judaism, Islam, and Christianity. Buddhism is about nirvana, spiritualism. There's really no God. Hinduism is paganism, so there's multitude of gods for different categories. Judaism becomes an ethnicity thing. So if I can be whoever, and you're an original Jew, you're the chosen ones. I can never become a real Jew, even if I do become Jewish by reading the Torah or reading the Old Testament, whatever.
Mm.
Islam, I mean, I hate to say it, but no one sends their 14-year-old daughter to an Islamic country. It's only left with Christianity. That's all there's left. The Vatican had tax. There's gazillions and gazillion dollars attacking the Bible. This country, this beautiful country, is founded off Christian beliefs. They had to be fought for, and they won. The founding fathers, they made something called the Constitution, that is literally divine. It's literally divine. There are things. Name another country that has laws in place that can say you are divine as a human being. You are the created of the image of God. You have the right to protect yourself. You have the right to freedom of speech. Things that are divine as a human being. Inherently, no one can take that away from you as a human being. Those things are, it's literally divine. So this country, this beautiful country, is founded off Christian beliefs. Why does everyone want to come here, right? Because this country is fundamentally Christian. Now, how old is America? 250 years, 260 years. Now it's kind of falling out of place, right? And but it's literally divine. And so the difference also between Christianity and every other religion is that every other religion says, as long as you're a good person, you go to heaven. If you're a bad person, you go to hell. Christianity is the only one that says you are disgusting human being no matter what you do. It says in the Bible, what you do is like wet rags, right? Your good deeds are like wet rags. They don't matter almost. What you have to, this is the difference between Christianity and every other religion, is that you have to believe in God first, then do your good works through God. Not you decide you're a good person and you decide like your mind, you can say that you're a hardworking guy, you're smart, you're whatever. Those things are given to you through DNA, right? They're not, you don't choose to be a hardworking guy, or you don't choose to be 5'8" or whatever. They're given to you through divine something. So they say the Trinity also is very different from every other religion. You get the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The Father, right? The Father is something that you cannot imagine. It's like numbers. It's like numbers. You can't imagine a million or a billion or infinity. So that's the Father. The Son, Jesus Christ, is the interpreter, right? So he's brought into flesh so you can, and he was given like the grace of God to be like, follow this guy. He's the example of what God is, literally created perfectly. And the Holy Spirit is the communication between the three. So that's radically different versus every other religion. So that alone. Also, all the other religions, they say when you die, you reincarnate, right? Buddhism. When you die, you do this, or when you die. Christianity is the only one that says when you die, you remain in the dirt until I come back. That's what Jesus said. You remain in the dirt till I come back. Why are those things radically different from every other religion, right? So when people clunk with Christianity with Islam or whatever, we're not the same. Just like UFC fights, there's only one champion, right? I don't listen to people that my dad always said, never trust a guy that never been in a fight and never turned a wrench. These things are a foundation of our country. People take it for granted, and it's a shame. So,
you know what? I never thought about the because people usually come to America for opportunity. I never really thought about it being based off of the fundamentals of the Bible in Christianity. Yeah. I never thought about it that way.
Yeah, but it's getting a little blinded right now. But
no. I agree with you. I think. Did you said you were an atheist?
I was, but now I don't know. I haven't been baptized. I don't go to church.
Well, what I was going to say is I don't claim anything. This is my only claim. I'm going to end on this note. We got one person left. Nathan, stay patient in the queue. I got one person left, and then yeah. But I don't claim anything. But I will say, I have a hard time believing that this is all of this. I have a real hard time believing it's all for nothing.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like where I say I don't know. And call me crazy, but sometimes, I'll just talk as if like I'm talking to my mom or talking to God. My mom's passed away, so like sometimes I just feel like I'm able to talk to them, whether I'm talking to nobody or not. And maybe it's something I was taught as a kid, like prayer and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's really my only thing that I can say that where I go, I just have a very hard time thinking this is all for nothing.
Yeah.
And that's why I kind of say, like, I don't know if it's God or the universe, or even if that's even the real name. Maybe there's multiple gods. I don't know. But that's the one thing I will say. But I appreciate you saying all that, because I never thought about America being built off the back of the principles of the Bible. I never even thought about that.
Yeah. By the way, the simulation theory, people always get it twisted. Is people always say they equate it to like the Matrix, where you're laying in bed and you got wires hooked up to you or whatever. The simulation is just what the Bible has been talking about for 2,000 years. Depending on what you do in this reality, or depending on where you go afterwards, this reality is just like a little test. I mean, not little, but it's a test. So
a major test. If this is just a pop quiz, I'm going to be pissed.
Demon worshiping pedophiles run the world. So
okay, we're gonna end on that note. We're gonna take a hit. We're gonna take a hit.
Oh yeah,
pass it on. Take that hit.
Weed is demonic, but yeah, no, I hear you.
No, a metaphorical hit.
Oh, okay.
Metaphorical hit. I got you. I barely even smoke weed.
A hit of love. A hit of love.
Hit of love. All right, man. Thanks for popping on. Appreciate you.